How are we doing the Olympics? When's the next big event? It's over? What? Oh my God, I didn't watch any of it.
I mean, I watched 0 Olympics. I feel like unpatriotic almost. I could have done more for our team. The only thing I watched out of China has been TikTok.
I was surprised to see, though, the Winter Olympics, they had the dive. No, not into a swimming pool, just the ratings. Yeah, no one tuned in.
From what I've heard, it's very interesting because a lot of the snow is not like, it's not from snowfall. Like I've heard that China has made the snow in a lab, which seems interesting.
Okay, so Norway, of course, they took home the most medals, but I did see Russia did bring home gold in starting World War III, which is kind of was a fun twist this year.
Wasn't the last Olympic, it was just like 6 months ago. I can't watch 2 different Olympics at 6 months. I haven't even changed my bed sheets in that time. I need my Olympics spread out, over at least 2 bed sheets worth.
Didn't watch a second of the Olympics. Missed it.
I can't believe that it's over.
It's gone. We missed it.
I guess there was the window. It's gone.
Yep. Comment below on Facebook, YouTube, what if you watched it or what we miss, or making fun of it, but
anything that happened at all.
Yeah, I think Shaun White did something.
I thought they were just describing the people that compete in the Winter Olympics. They're all white.
Then I might have missed. Yeah,
who knows?
He's not there.
I don't know.
He transferred to Scandinavia.
Perhaps.
I don't know if they do transfers.
Yeah, you answer the transfer portal.
But we missed it. Maybe next time.
Yeah, give us a little time to gear up.
Yep, all good. 4 years later. Welcome back to Correct Opinions. We are back with another episode. Thank you for our faithful listeners. Please rate us 5 stars, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we're going to have a great episode for y'all today. So stay tuned. We're going to talk for an hour. Who's your best buddy, Jake?
Besides Derek? Probably my brain.
Great answer. Because I was going to say it should be yourself, because you're a great guy.
Thank you.
But relationships take work. We're always so kind and loving to all of everyone we know, but oftentimes we neglect ourselves. You got to take care of yourself.
Yes.
Whether it's working out or going on a walk or your mentals. You got to take care of your mentals. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. You should try it out. I've done therapy. It's a no-brainer. No pun intended.
Nice.
And you deserve to treat yourself, man. You got to take care of your mental health. And BetterHelp is a great therapy experience. It's online therapy. They do it video, phone, or even live chat sessions with your therapist. Much more affordable than in-person therapy. And over 2 million people have used it. So come on, you'll love it. We love it. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and our listeners will get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/correct. Go check it out. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/correct. Correct opinions. Correct opinions. Oh man, I finally did it, Jake.
Really?
I
got that mole checked out.
Cardinals. My Cardinals. The Cardinals sit on stage. I'd done it once a long time ago. I was convinced I'd make sure I never did it again. But on stage, we were in Glenside, Pennsylvania.
Good.
And I just go, how we doing, New Jersey?
It's pretty right off the bat.
Got some boos, got some shouts. I obviously didn't like that.
You should describe that one guy especially.
Yeah,
there did not want to be there.
Big old Northeast boy up front who, he was. Every now and then I see a few dudes sizing me up. You're like, yeah, who's this guy think he is? And
who's my wife like so much?
I was gonna have to win him over, and he just, that's in New Jersey. I mean, he yelled that aggressively. I thought he was gonna come on stage. I was like, oh my gosh,
it's rattling.
I'm sorry, sir. And I had to really bounce back. And it was so I went back there, and the crew was very supportive. DJ Travis was like, dude, I mean, you've been a lot of places. I'm like, they're not there. Like, well, you have to give them credit. They were just in New Jersey last night.
I mean, look at their previous schedule. Yeah, I mean, they can't contextualize this.
You buy tickets to your favorite person, and they show up. You show up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they're like, how we doing, Arkansas? You'd be like, screw this.
Learn where you're at.
What do you mean? Yeah, you wouldn't like that. So I did it.
But yeah, Travis was like, dude, I bet they didn't care. You're like, no, a guy was screaming at me in the third row.
I thought I was going to get assaulted by an Italian man.
Also, this is our first close call with maybe being assaulted last night. This had never happened before. We have every day on like our schedule, there's like, hey, our tour manager at 5:30 is going to have a security meeting. And every day I look at that and be like, what in the world is that for? What do you guys talk about for 30 minutes? What is this security meeting?
most security I've seen at the venues, when you walk in,
They don't
mask
let
on.
you in.
Number one, I had another instance where I walked in,
Dude, me
get
too.
figured out,
Yeah.
and I was just like, do you need me to, someone before me was signing in, and sometimes they want you to sign in.
Sometimes they do.
So I'm like, do you sign in? The guy just looks at me like, are you an idiot? Walk in, dude. You're the headliner. I'm like, well, another place made me sign in. I don't.
That was Baltimore because they did the same thing to me. I was
You
like,
know, walk by and they're like, whoa, big shot. You got to sign in. Like, everywhere's different. I don't know what to do.
yes, Baltimore. I walked right up to the pen and paper. Like, I know what to do. I've been here before. I know. I got to sign. He's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, just signing in. He's like, aren't you one of the performers? Yeah. We should get in there.
Go,
I'm so sorry.
And then sometimes you walk in this last security, he was just like, hey, mask on. I'm like, okay. So I put it on, and then I walk in, and all the other staff is maskless, and I'm like going on stages. I'm like, why is he badger? So do I wear it? Like, no one else is wearing it?
Yeah. I went out during, so Lucas is the first guy to go up and perform. I went out into the audience to go start recording my camera. Then I come back in this kind of weird side door, and there's a security guard there, and she's like, credentials? And I was like, I'm going to go on stage in like 2 minutes. Luckily I had my phone on me, and I just pulled out footage from the night before. I was like, this is me last night.
See, and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, Jake Triplett. Like, did you hear that? Can I go now? That's my name. He's like, let me see do you have a driver's license on you? I can't let you go on
stage. He's like, well, that says Jacob.
Oh, you're like,
Travis, can you say Jacob?
Say Jacob.
Can you introduce me as Jacob? That's my only way I get on stage.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, anyway, so that's what security does for the most part. And one of the other things they don't do, I'll tell you, is when there are dozens of women who have found your tour bus and have found the alleyway in which you have to walk from the venue to your tour bus, and they are camping outside of it, they do not get involved.
We'd been surrounded.
Yes, Charlie was all over us.
They were very excited. Bless their hearts.
They had napalm.
They had hit the Chardonnay clearly, and it was just like, it's just gonna be a whole thing. So we're like, just get us to the butt. And the security's like, I told him to.
I don't know why they're still out there. I told them to leave.
It's like, well, could you tell them to leave? He's like, well, it's a shared parking lot, so it's not technically our property. Like, do you think that girl is screaming her dog's name? I don't think she's like currently up to date with like local property law.
I think if you are 6'5", which you are, wearing a black jacket that says security,
and your
which
name
you
is
are,
Vinny,
yeah, and if you tell them to leave,
say leave, or I'm calling the cops, and they probably would. But
yeah, because they kept telling us, like, guys, it's crazy out there. Okay.
The tour manager Tom was like, do not go out there. Don't go out there. I'm like, I would like to go on the bus.
Yeah, we got peanut butter sandwiches waiting on us.
Yeah.
I want to get some protein.
So for I think second time ever, I just had to do the walk by real fast to be like, thank you all for coming, and just get on the bus as they were like screaming. But I don't know. I was like, I hated that, but we've dealt with just drunk people they're not with their best senses.
Yeah, and it is weird. I mean, it was kind of a mob mentality. They were chanting your name. You don't know what they want exactly. They just want you.
Sure, yeah, you start to hear. We're like, is it good? I think, yeah. He's like, the security is like, we'll kind of they're fine. And then as he's saying they're fine, I'm hearing, Trey from the parking lot. I was like, oh, wow. They're passionate.
We sent Alan and Travis out there, the less desirable bait. First, that bait was not taken. And then me and Trey and Katie were like, all right, let's just go. It's been long enough. And I'm the first one out, and I just kind of bite the bullet. And it's clear that the coast is not clear. And so Trey and Katie stay behind. I kind of like do my thing. And right away, these women, they approach me with the same thing they approached me in the lobby 10 minutes ago or whatever. They're like telling me all these things. It's like, we already talked about all this. I know that your dog's name was Winston, and we already took a picture together. Like, that was you.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay,
no.
Yeah, you're not in the right frame of mind to be like talking to Trey, probably.
Yeah, appreciate the passion. Appreciate everyone coming out. We had some great crowds all weekend. I love the recties who come. I meet them, and they know tour manager Tom's the photographer. He gets some love, and I like the big guy who screamed at me for getting the state wrong. He was with us, true fan listening right now. Thanks for being there. And he asked me, how long will this last? Which is, that's never like a sign of someone really pumped for something. I've never
And just
I've never seen people ask how long will this last when you're really excited for something.
yeah,
Maybe
the
it's
nerve.
the wedding night.
Yeah,
It's the only exception.
yeah. She's like, babe, you don't think this is gonna last too long, do you?
I'm excited.
I mean, I was thinking I was gonna try. You seem like you're not excited.
Yeah,
No.
The Postmates? Yeah.
But yeah, the nerve of this guy to have like exclusive access to you, to the headliner, to the performer. Like imagine if you get this exclusive movie screening. You're in West Hollywood and Martin Scorsese says, hey, you could come and check out my new movie. You're like, Martin, awesome. So great to meet you. My wife's a big fan. How long is this movie going to be?
Your movies, they tend to be a little lengthy and,
Is there like an intermission or I'm just thinking bathroom. I'm thinking popcorn. Like a Hulu ad, like a third of the way in.
They had a sitter, I told him, hey, you should be out of here by 10. You'll enjoy your 2-hour thing. Yeah, for those who don't, it's a 2-hour deal because I do get asked that. And I'm amazed how many people leave. How many people do a bathroom break when I'm like doing my closing bit? I was like, I've been up here for 58 minutes. Like, just give me a couple more.
Just to hold it. Yeah.
I understand people, probably aren't timing it, but.
Yeah. This is a good week for Lucas, just having to deal with so many people, I feel like, coming in while he's performing. And it was so fun. I mean, he made it funny. I'm sure he didn't think it was as funny as we did, but it was a great series of shows there was that one show where 40 people seemed to come in all at once.
We have some of these venues where the row will be like 60 seats across.
There's no like aisleways. It's just like there's a left side and a right side.
So the guy in the middle is like, excuse me. And it's just, you do the shimmy thing.
You waddle for minutes.
30 people. Excuse me.
Yeah, you get a horde of people coming in at once, a couple Uber XLs worth, and yeah, I mean, it's disruptive. It's great.
But it was good times, man. Kind of a cold weekend. Yeah,
it was pretty frigid.
Wasn't a lot going on.
Glenside, PA, cute little town. Would have loved to enjoy it.
Cute little town.
Yeah, nice little roundabout, all brick, fun little mom and pop shops. They were all closed because it was Sunday, which I appreciated.
Yeah.
But
family values in that town.
Yeah. No, it was really fun, but yeah, it was freezing cold. I didn't want to be out there very long.
Yeah, but we made it. It was good. Now we got a nice month off, so we're chilling.
Yeah, we have 4 straight weeks of nothing. And by nothing, I mean quite a bit.
We're going to get back out to it. Los Angeles is now on sale. Get your tickets, LA. We'll see you then.
LA. Martin Scorsese, if you're listening, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, if you got a screening, let us know. 98 minutes max.
Don't make it too long.
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
I struggle with movies that are long. I can't really do it. It's sad.
Yeah, it has to be really, really good. Just because so much of like entertainment or your just personal enjoyment comes down to like, kind of like, oh, I wish it was a little longer. Like a good book, you're like, oh, I can't believe it's over. That was so good. When a movie's 2 hours and 20 minutes long, rarely are you like, I wish it was just, I wish I could have got to 3.
Some more of that. Lord of the Rings, I've always thought it'd be fun to get into it. I've never been able to even remotely do it.
Dude,
4-hour movies.
You and I were the same way. Like over quarantine, I feel like people really was like, I'm finally gonna watch this, and like I watched 0 movies I'd never seen before. I did not use that time at all to like watch old movies.
Yeah, I've never gotten into Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. I can't dive into it
Avengers.
Because girls showed interest in me, and so I didn't have all of that time as some of them did.
Yeah, I could dribble a basketball, so I didn't need Lord of the Rings.
I could make a jump shot, so I didn't ever own a wand, so that was tricky for me, and that's kind of part of me. Our childhood was taken from us a little bit, because we were,
I remember, like right when Harry Potter 5 came out, I had options for Homecoming, and so it was like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this.
Yeah, we did Sadie Hawkins style for one of our dances, and a lot of my buddies were like, Harry Potter 8 this weekend, let's go. I'm like, oh, but a girl asked me to go with her.
Yeah.
So I was like, what am I to do? And I was jealous. All my loser friends were watching, Hermione.
Yeah.
Run around with
something
Weasel. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weasel-based film. Yeah, I learned recently that stupid freaking, that basic caption I've been seeing for 15 years is a Hermione quote. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. Yeah. You guys have all been quoting a 12-year-old this whole time? This whole time.
Wait, that's her? What didn't she say that?
I think that's like a very early Harry Potter quote. And basic girls across the country have been using it as inspiration and motivation.
Well-behaved women rarely make history.
Yes, that was, I believe,
Kardashian
Harry Potter.
Example? Oh.
It's like, which Harry Potter character said that?
Kim Kardashian said that. And now look at her. Billionaire.
Yeah. Pamela Anderson. Same thing. Same boat. Hers was an actual boat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, history in the making. They got a biopic coming out.
Yeah. I pronounced that word wrong for a long time. Biopic.
Biopic.
Yeah, I was
Well,
like, oh,
that's
yeah.
true. English can be tough.
Yeah,
I'd have
was
thought
like-
earlier, you can dream, but you can't nightmare. You're going to have one.
Good for you.
I nightmared last night big time. Why can't we do that?
Yeah, why is nightmare not a verb?
I don't know.
I dreamt. I had a dream.
You a Disney guy too? Big fan? I remember when Disney Plus came out, it was like, cool. And then I got it. I was
It's
like,
like, is this it?
oh, I'm not 9. I watched like, and they're like, but this new Star Wars thing is out. I'm like, how many? At some point, we got to leave a classic a classic. But Star Wars, I was raised on. I watched them all. But then I revisited those. And I was like, okay, I'm not. This doesn't get me super pumped.
Really? See, I haven't seen a single Star Wars.
Jabba the Hutt was funny. I always thought that was funny.
Yes, he
Big
was.
blob guy.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I never had Disney Plus though. I've heard a lot of the allure at first because they had Hamilton, which is also I think really long.
Yeah,
So I've
I've
been
never
deterred
dove
by
into that.
that. Yeah.
I watched. Everyone was freaking out. I don't know if this is Disney even anymore, but we're going on to musicals. What was the huge one? Everyone loved it.
Hugh Jackman.
Iron Man was doing it. No, that wasn't Iron Man. That was
some
some other
guy with
some
dark
other
features.
50-year-old guy who's in really good shape for his age and very handsome.
Greatest Showman.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did watch that, but
I've heard the music. The
you get in
music's
the
good.
car with someone and they're playing it again. You're like, I mean, Jack Harlow's like on the rise. Let's put that on.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Tate McRae, I like her new stuff. That's
Mm-hmm.
cool. Lil Nas X.
Whoa.
He seems like he would be more the musical kind, but
Well,
I mean, it is musical.
he is the Antichrist, so I don't listen to it.
Yeah, that is kind of a hot topic. I didn't realize that when people were like, "Oh, he made this music video and he's got blood in his shoes." It's all branding. I mean, these people are just trying to make a
Right.
name for themselves. He's not actually
Right.
spending his free time worshiping Satan.
We can relate. We brand ourselves as bad boys.
Yeah,
You come see us on the road.
yeah,
Yeah, there's an edge to us.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yesterday when I DoorDashed, it said suggested tip. The lowest option was $5.50. So I only tipped him $3. I did a custom tip $3. Sorry, you're dealing with a bad boy. I don't tip $5.50. I tip $3.
Yeah.
And then I will absolutely be at your beck and call anywhere you want me to go. I will not make you come to me. I will just let you bend me
That's
over.
how bad boy. Yeah, I DoorDash and I offer to go get it from
Yeah.
you.
I'll meet you
I don't
halfway.
follow any rules, dude. Oh, you've had a busy day. Let me come get it.
I will want to do the dashing. There should be some dashing involved. I want to run around. Yeah, 2 nights ago, I had a DoorDash some Wawa to the bus, and I mean, I am giving him the most detailed instructions. I mean, that you could
Wawa?
possibly imagine.
You DoorDash what?
Sorry, remember when Helen Keller was learning English and how she pronounced water? Wawa. That's what I was getting. I was thirsty. The bus ran out. But I mean, like paragraphs of instructions. We're on the south side of this venue. It's on Pearl Street. I'm across from the laundromat. The street address is this. And he just responds back, I mean, I'll try. Which I thought was an all-time response
Yeah,
from a
very
DoorDash
honest.
driver. Look, I can't guarantee
I
it.
am doing my best. So there's just no guarantee in the knife at all, really.
I will try. So, but yeah, we are big-time bad boys.
Big time. We just got back, flew back, nice flight. Some poor soul on the plane. I don't know what his situation was, but towards the flight, we're nearing our destination. I'm like, I'm gonna try to hit the bathroom before we land. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
This performer's almost done. He's doing his final song.
And so I'm looking back, which I learned this maybe 3 flights ago, that there's a light indicator showing if the airplane bathroom is occupied.
That's for occupied?
I
thought
had
that
no
was,
idea. Katie pointed. I was like, "What?"
I thought that
Changed
was
my life.
if the bathrooms were like standing's okay. You can stand and go to the bathroom right now.
I'm back. I'm the bozo. I just go back and check and go back to my seat. And so,
Whoa, life hack.
This thing says, bathroom X through it for a long time, and then I'm not seeing I'm not missing. I'm like, someone's been in there a while. What's going on? Mm-hmm. I finally hit it up, and boy, was I alerted of what was going on there.
Really?
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I hurried quickly because I thought there was a good chance the flight attendant might just launch herself out of the back plane. I mean, it was. I looked at her like, should we just abort this thing? Like, I'll crack this door open. It was.
Let's
like,
get the exit
everyone,
road.
yeah, everyone,
We're
gonna drop the oxygen mask. We are cracking a window. We've never had to do this, but the guy in 33B, my lord, it is Monday morning, sir.
Yes.
We don't know what happened.
If you have any perishable food items, this is about to not be pressure sealed anymore. About to lose our pressure lock. So get it on you first, and then your children.
We have to do it.
He has just joined the Mile High Club, and not in a good way.
Yeah, I saw, I sat next to this anti-mask guy, and he was putting it back on. I mean, people doing all they could do in there.
Cracking a window on an airplane.
Yeah. We also, the Ubers just never cease to amaze me. We had this really kind Uber guy who's kind of like, we're Ubering, so we're just killing time, so we're Ubering back to the venue. He's like, what's going on at the venue? And, it's always a coin flip. I just go like, we're going to attend a show. Or if I'm like, it's the show. Uh-huh. So I was like, we're performing tonight. He's like, oh, cool. What do you know? So everyone's first guess is we're some kind of band. I'm like, well, it's a comedy show. Yeah, we're a comedian. He's like, wow. He's like, okay, you got any jokes about bad breath? I go, no planning on, that's always funny though. I'm not planning on it.
I wish.
He's like, I already got something for him. Hey, you feel free to use this. You feel free to use it. He's like, so listen, he begins story time. My wife and I, we were doing some car shopping. She's test driving this car, and she's up there, and the salesman, he's sitting shotgun, and his breath, I guess, is just bad. So my wife, I hear up there, she's going, it's pouring rain. She cracks a window in the pouring rain. And she just got her hair done. So she couldn't. I mean, and this guy, he's laughing harder than I've laughed. It's like, those times in your life where you're laughing so hard, you're like, I'll never forget this moment.
Yeah. I'm doubled over laughing.
He's doing that. And he's like, hey man, you use it if you want. I mean, I could just see people tonight just holding their ribs. They can hardly handle it. I'm like, I need that confidence, man.
Just retelling a story where there is no punchline. It's just like this thing slowly happens. And like, can you believe that?
He loved it, man.
Oh, that's funny. That's great. I never talked about it on the podcast, but 2 weeks ago when we were in Austin, the first time when it was cold out, my Uber driver was like, what are you doing in town? Comedy show? Really? Tell me a joke. And I was like, there's kind of a nuance to it. It doesn't really work that way. You kind of got to be in the environment. He's like, no, come on. I mean, how hard could it be? Come on, tell me a joke.
Come on.
All right.
Just one of those knock-knock jokes you're probably telling.
Come on, just give me a little Laffy Taffy. Something, something like that. And eventually I give in because I'm a bad boy. And so then what this does is open up the floodgates for him to be like, I've always wanted to do comedy. And then he's just sharing these like, we did open mic one time and they said I couldn't go on to start. Can you believe that? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I wanted to do a joke one time. And then it's just, Uber comedy hour where we're just have this podcast that we're not recording apparently. And eventually he missed his turn to drop me off. He's like, sorry about that. I'm going to have to turn all the way around. Missed it again. And I was like, this is the joke.
He just dropped you off where he picked you up. Gotcha. Hope you enjoyed that 10-minute set.
What'd you think?
I mean, that was real misdirection there. Literally.
Yeah, that's what we call misdirection.
Checking into our hotel, and there was a few guys in front of us who had like clearly a bunch of instruments in luggages.
What was that one in a circle?
I believe just a large cymbal, maybe. I don't know. They just play.
Honestly, that does make sense.
Like the monkey, the wind up monkey. You just And he sees us, our group of like 6 or 7. He's like, "You guys in a band too?" I'm like, "We're doing comedians." Or he's like, "Really?" And then I guess he kept talking. Who's the comedian? And Katie was like, "Oh, I'm not one of them." And he goes, "Oh, I could tell." She gets to our room. She's like, "That guy was sexist."
Yeah, well, maybe you should have been funnier around him.
Well, Katie,
you're like, well, Jake and Lucas were being pretty. Did you see him out there?
They were being pretty charismatic. You were kind of, fading in the background. No. She's like, he was sexist. I'm like, well, yeah, maybe. That was a pretty rude thing to say in any situation to anyone.
Yeah, I didn't
Especially
catch that.
the one female amongst everyone.
Just in general to say like, yeah, I figured you weren't the one doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's never a good sentence to say.
Really? He's like, which one's the main one? They're like, yeah. He's like, huh? Really? Because I'm kind of drawn to this guy here.
Huh. Yeah, we should have given it right back to
He
him.
did the tell me a joke thing, didn't he? I think to someone I overheard him. He's like, well, you got a joke?
But then he let it breathe for a little bit, and he's like, I know, that's like the worst thing to say to a comedian. So he was a little self-aware. Mm-hmm. But I think he did want to hear a joke.
I kind of feel that way. I think we've all done this. You ever had a friend who's in the medical field, and you're like, oh yeah, this elbow is just kind of...
I know you're a pediatrician.
Check this out.
Yeah, who deals with ear, nose, and throat.
It's got to be the same thing for a doctor.
But my foot, yeah, you just ask him anything.
Check this thing out.
Yeah. How early can you see if a cyst is cancerous?
I could never befriend a chiropractor.
Okay.
I would just, if anytime I was near him, I'd just hop up on a table. Be like, come on, man.
Make it snap.
Just crack it once or twice. Give me some of that crack.
Give me some lobster legs,
Give me that crack.
Give me that crack, yeah.
If I had a chiropractor friend, we wouldn't be able to be friends for long. Because I'd be fiending for that crack.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking Whitney Houston's coffee table in the 80s. Give me all that crack.
I'm up on it right here. I'm yours. Breathe out.
I remember one time for a video on your channel, this is like a year or two ago, but I had to like fake crack your neck, and even that was scary.
It was.
I didn't.
My life was
and we had to do it twice.
Anytime we go to the chiropractor, I've been tempted to kind of do like a fake seizure or something.
Yeah.
See how he'd react.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty positive. I know they're confident, but I feel like every chiropractor would be like, "Oh my gosh, oh crap!
I knew this was gonna
finally
happen.
happened.
I knew this was gonna happen."
I don't feel like to be like, "Stop it, sir." They're like, "Oh,
they warned me.
Yeah.
They warned me this would happen."
He just starts putting a pillow over my face. Hey, just let me stop. Like, whoa.
You know the movie Hot Rod, where they find that there's like a type of punch you can do to make any man crap himself?
Yeah, classic movie.
Great movie. I wonder if chiropractors have found that out.
Maybe someone punched the guy in the plane.
Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, he was sitting next to the chiropractor.
Like, yeah.
And he's just like, oh gosh. But yeah, I bet the chiropractors know a secret code of like, if I wanted to, I could make this man crap his pants right now on the table. Or they find it accidentally.
I bet they could probably make the human being do a lot of things.
Yeah. Every
Absolutely.
liquid, every orifice. Mm-hmm. You interchange them.
Make you feel things you never felt before.
Yeah.
You know? I would believe that.
Yeah, have me apologizing for things I did when I was in the first grade.
I came back once after chiropractor and I was able to play like Mozart's concert piano.
Yeah, it lasted for about 2 hours. I remember that.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I started tasting colors. Yeah. It was awesome.
He did this thing to me one time and I came back and I couldn't make a jump shot. And so I read 3 Harry Potter books. And then I finally came to.
Yeah.
I was like, holy moly, that was not like me.
That was the worst weekend of all time.
They do. They have a magical power. I believe that.
Yeah. I'm trying to, being anything in the health field, anything just specialized, being an attorney, anything like, hey, I know you do real estate law, but I got a parking ticket the other day. Do you think I have a legitimate claim? Do you think I could fight this? Like, look, I deal with, just, I'm sure you get that all the time. Let us know in the comments, actually, like a field you work in and just the most annoying questions to be asked.
Oh, totally.
Because everyone has it.
Yeah. Derek, every time someone was around Derek, they're having a good convo. They're like, record this, man.
This is kind of funny.
Put it on the internet.
Yeah. What if we recorded this?
He's like, stop.
For the next hour?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Oh, I guarantee it. Man. Someone sent me, Alexi sent me some breaking news. I saw The Rock, I guess, announced he's done with the Fast and Furious.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're gonna find some other bald guy. Who's the next best jacked bald guy?
Jacked bald guy.
Mr. Clean?
I was gonna say Mr. Clean. Yeah, maybe. Who's bald?
I think he's busy. I heard he's Dr. Clean now. He has doctorate.
Good for him. He went back to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I thought it was just a Halloween costume.
Yeah, him and Kim K. Higher education.
Wow. So once again, I played varsity sports, so I have never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. I don't think I knew that The Rock was in them. I thought Vin Diesel was their token bald guy.
They have several, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So Vin...
And then they got a new bald guy, I think. Hodges or whatever it was called. Hobbs and Hodges or something like that. Rocky and Hobbs. I don't know.
Calvin and Hobbes is, I think. They brought the cartoon to life.
Okay.
But everyone's bald.
But yeah, they're have to get some new bald guys fast. I don't know, Bill Burr or
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer
kind
Fudd.
of bring him to life.
Bezos.
Bezos has been, he's been lifting weights.
Well, I think that's why he stepped down from CEO, to have more time to, be in FILMs.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious 11. They're
trying to beat
finally did
Amazon
the rocket
Prime.
ship.
Oh yeah. Can we go faster than a drone delivering your products?
Mm-hmm.
Come see us this Friday.
see us.
It's only an hour long.
Bezos,
Please come.
and Vin Diesel, starring in Fast and Furious 12. You better not take a long break, workers. We've got a world to save.
The Rock.
Pee in a water bottle.
Water bottles provided.
We recycle. They recycle the water bottles.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. It's all green. Comes from Seattle. The last time I saw The Rock was when the Super Bowl was on, and I had the TV muted at this point, so I was only watching it. He was wearing maroon on a different shade of maroon. It didn't look great. And like I said, my TV was muted, but he was just screaming into a microphone. It was seconds before kickoff.
I was like, this is surely a very strange national anthem. It just sounds like they were like, The Rock. And he was like, oh, say, can you see?
When you look in the mirror, what can you see?
By the dawn's early light, which I'm up for every time.
Sometimes I wake up before the dawn's early light.
The rocket's red glare.
I'm The Rock.
Look at my outfit. I'm a rocket with a red glare. Can't think of any more words.
Yeah, it's fine.
hard. It's like the alphabet. We're like P.
If you can't do it,
Like, what's P after? A, B, C, D, F, G,
Elemental P.
Oh, it's after O.
Elemental PQ.
Everyone has to do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What's W after? A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. V.
Got it.
What?
that quick.
What's
Quiz me.
What's right after S?
T.
Well, that one's easy. What's right after V?
W? Didn't we just go over that?
What? I'm smart. What's right after L?
M.
That is, okay, I'm giving you all the easy ones. What's right after
Let me give you one. What's
Q?
R. Let me give you some. What's right before I?
A, B, C, D, F, G, H. H.
What's right
Okay,
before
we'll do it.
K?
L.
No.
A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K. J.
Good.
Do you have to count on your fingers? Have you gotten to that point yet?
No.
I used to be a math wizard, and now it's like I give up, and I can't tell you how often I see Katie going. We'll just be like this morning we're like packing up our bags to leave the hotel, and I look down and she's quietly going, sticking all her fingers out.
For what?
Like, what are you counting? She's like, oh, I was just counting like how many hours until we get home, or like something like. I'm like, hey, 9 to 2. Don't use your fingers. Think about it and do it. And she's like, she can.
Don't let me catch
we give
you.
up now, and she's inspired me. I don't need to sit here and be like 48 plus 17. I just
See, I try to keep myself sharp. I try to not use a calculator. My dad was actually telling me this story. I forgot about this, but back in the day, I was such a little math nerd boy. Whenever the school year started and we got our math book, I would just start going to town on all the questions, like because I didn't know if they were going to ask us. Way before. I didn't know if they were going to ask evens or odds, so I would just do all of them. And I remember my teachers being frustrated at me, like, well, I just assigned the odds. I'm like, well, I mean, there's 1 through 50, all of them. Why don't you just grade the odds? They're like, I didn't ask to look at all of them.
I don't want to do that much work.
Yeah, I was like, just scan your eyes over the even ones. Just grade the odd ones. But I was a bad boy, so I just rolled over and was like, so sorry, I'll erase it.
Yeah,
But
you
imagine
were a
that, though,
bad boy.
A teacher.
They're like, hey, 2-page paper. Like, here's 3. And they're like, Dad, go to the principal's office. Your kid's a math. You were a bad boy, man.
I was. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I recently discovered a Wordle hybrid or Wordle off brand called Nerdle. I love it. I love it.
Have you seen Worldle?
Yeah, I found that via typo on accident. That one's not as fun.
They're all not very fun. I lasted about 9 days on Wordle. I was like, all right. And then I tried Nerdle for 2 seconds. I was like, this. And then I tried Worldle, where it's like just shows a blob. And I like typed in a handful of countries till it was Nepal. And I was shocked I got that right. And
I didn't know
the
it
next
was...
day I did another, and it was like a country I've never even heard of before. I'm like, I think they're making this up at this point.
Yeah.
I think if you pulled any American and said, do you feel like you'd be familiar if you heard any of the 209 countries? That's how many there are, right?
I don't know.
Same as the bones in the body, I've heard. And you'd be like, yes, and I bet half of them I've never heard of.
Yeah. I think I would get over half. I could name half the countries. Don't make me do it.
I'm gonna pull up a map. I'm just gonna go to a random 195 bones in the body.
195 bones, 195 countries.
Okay, yeah, that is
It's still
true.
the same.
And they change
just less than what we thought. I think a recent doctor found that there's actually 0 bones in your ear, and so that took out like 13. So you're welcome, guys.
Yeah,
I read that journal.
Okay. Have you ever heard of North Korea?
Wait, that's the quiz. Is have you heard of it?
Yes.
All right, be honest. Be honest.
Be honest. Say no. They're listening.
I'll tell you, my worldle the other day was
Angola.
Yeah, it's in Africa.
Eswatini.
No,
that's a country,
not
dude.
even a little bit.
That's a country. Isn't that crazy?
There was the worldle a couple days ago was Suriname.
Suriname.
No, see. Okay, I just thought it was my last name. I kept typing triplet.
Yep. They beat us in that pesky war.
Oh, and they say Nam. That's what they're talking about. Okay, when I said Charlie's all over me.
Guinea-Bissau.
Not the full.
Like,
I've heard
if
of
you go
Papua
to-
New Guinea. Guinea-Bissau.
Benin.
Yes, I've heard of that. I couldn't tell you where it's at, but I've seen it. B-E-N-I-N.
If you scroll through Africa, like some of these are...
Yeah,
you
there's
don't
a
hear
lot.
about these. Djibouti.
Yo, you got any jokes about geography? Should do a joke about Djibouti.
Oh man. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I feel like we don't hear much about Africa. Greenland is ice, but Iceland is green.
Why do we park on a driveway but drive on the parkway? And why won't she text me back?
Was that the Uber driver joke?
Seriously.
You killed it. Ukraine. I haven't heard of that one.
I've heard it. I remember the Waterboy quote is like, "You can do it." That was really famous in the 90s, but
That's what Putin's saying.
I remember when I first hopped on Worldle, I didn't even understand it was geography. I just saw that blob. I thought it was a Rorschach test. I just started typing out my feelings. I was like, that is a donkey being sodomized by a large horse? Like,
Not a country.
no, we're looking for South Sudan.
This one makes me think of my childhood, where I was good at math.
Yeah. And nobody bothered me.
So you were a math loser.
Yeah.
Does
that
that continue through all of time, or
all the way up through high school. I mean, I remember, like, I'd have a varsity basketball game on Friday night, and I would go to a math competition on Saturday morning. I mean, that happened multiple times senior year of high school. So
it's called the ACT.
Then they would ask me these other
Yeah.
questions that weren't even had nothing to do with math.
You're just blurring out the answers. Stop yelling out the answers of the ACT. Bad boy alert.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. I got kicked out of the ACT once.
You got kicked
Bad
out?
boy.
Huh.
Kicked out.
It's 'cause
voided.
Your watch made noise.
I seriously, they were like, they thought I cheated.
Really?
I was like, pff. I didn't. But I was like, pff, maybe I did. Because it's a cool bad boy thing.
Uh-huh.
So, voided the ACT, but that's how I ended up going to the homecoming dance. So.
Oh, good for you. And you were identified as a bad boy ever since.
Yep.
Yeah, the ACT, I was a little too into the ACT as well. I was just way too studious back in the day. I loved it. I loved taking it. Took it like 3 times. Did you take it in 7th grade? I took the SAT
Yep,
then.
I took the ACT about 9 times. Because my mom's a psychopath.
Yeah, sounds like a Karen Kennedy thing to do.
You're gonna take it twice a year for 6 years or something.
Wow.
So I'm like 12, just getting half of them wrong.
Well, I remember
why am I in here?
Here, you took it even once you got into college. You took it your sophomore year of college.
Yep. Just to double check.
Just to make sure
I still belong.
Still deserve to
Having
be
some
here.
doubts, yeah.
Yeah. Got a C in biology. It's like, man, I need to retake that science portion.
Yeah. Let's make sure I knew what I was talking about there.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Taking it once you get to college.
Here, we'll be right back. Give us a quick word from our sponsors, and love you, Recties. Ew. Proud to announce this podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Relationships take work, don't they?
They sure do, Trey.
I work on it. Sometimes I'm a bad boy. I don't.
Yeah. Sometimes they just need some help.
But a lot of us will drop anything to go help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well. But how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? Oh, we've all heard heard this. We've all heard this. This month, BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to take care of yourself.
Treat yourself.
One of your most important relationships. Come on, that is your most important relationship. Whether it's hitting the gym, making time for your haircut, whatever, you treat yourself, but you should do it with online therapy. Treat your brain, dude.
Yeah. It's more affordable than in-person therapy, and you could be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
Come on.
Holy cow.
I've done therapy before. It helped me a lot. It's kind of a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, it's only going to benefit you. So do it. You're going to love it. Much more affordable. Give it a try. See why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp Online Therapy.
That's a lot.
So we're proud to say this podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp and Correct Opinions with Trey Kennedy and Jake Triplett listeners.
Big time.
Get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/correct. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/correct.
I've been kind of a healthy boy recently. Yesterday for lunch, have an acai bowl at a juice bar. And then the day before that, I went to a place in, where we at? Red Bank, New Jersey, called Good Vibes Nutrition. Did you guys go there?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, yeah. I know Travis went there. I think we all went there at different times. The guy working there, just very nonchalant. This mom and her daughter came in after me. They were talking like, we're just trying to get her something before she goes off to gymnastics. And just so casually, he's like, oh, gymnastics, my wife, 8-time gold medalist, Romania. And I was like, I turned around. I was like, you have my attention. And they're like, oh my gosh, really? Wow, that's awesome. And they just left. I was like, I have questions.
Winter or summer? 'Cause I'm not watching winter.
Way easier to get a gymnastics medal in the Winter Olympics. Like almost no one is trying.
Yeah.
It's way easier. And everyone's slipping around on the ice. Yeah, just go to a balance beam. It's easier. But yeah, he was just like, yeah, she gold medalist 8 years, Romanian team. We come to America. She coached for South Carolina, first year conference champions. I was like, great.
Do you want granola on the bowl?
He's like, I don't want to talk about this.
Granola, my wife eat granola. Years. Win.
Yes, gold. She go on the Prime Minister of Romania. Do you want Nutella?
The acai. She kick acai. That will be 12.23. Well, I like to joke. I like to joke.
I like to
By
joke.
the way, do you joke? Tell me a joke.
If you like to tell me a joke, I take $1 off.
What was his name?
I don't know. Petrov, probably.
Petrov.
I don't know.
Good vibes only.
Good vibes only. It was also the most confusing, not even because of any sort of language barrier, just the way they make their food there. Did you have issues with this? I said, I came in here looking for an acai bowl, but it smells just like homemade breakfast. I gotta have some of the waffles. It smells so good in there. He's like, great, French toast. I was like, even better.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You look like French toast. I make you this.
I was like, awesome. I didn't even see
You're a
that.
winner. You're funny tonight.
Yes. My wife, when she ended the Cold War, she celebrated with French toast. Wait, what's up?
When we defeated Suriname in the 70s.
Just the brags get bigger and better. But I was like, great. I didn't even see French toast up there. I'll take it. And he was like, great. We'll do French toast smoothie. I was like, I think I'm mishearing something. I was like, can you tell me? Can you tell me what I'm ordering again, real quick? He's like, French toast smoothie waffle. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I just don't know what. Like, I see the picture of the waffles. I'm wanting like the waffles. And
we
then
blend it for you. It's good, digest easier.
Good with parallel bars.
Easy on all 195 bones of the body.
Make it very strong for floor routine.
Look like the rock.
And I was like, I was so confused, but I really want to get what I want, bad boy. And I guess what they do, it all starts with the smoothie. No matter what you order in that place, you are ordering a smoothie. Do you want it to stay a smoothie? Great. You can have a pomegranate smoothie. Do you want it to turn into a waffle? Great. That's your only option. So I ordered a French toast smoothie that then they put into a waffle maker, and then they gave me French toast waffle. So you can't make it any clearer than that.
Right. To be fair, the batter is very smoothie-like. It is blended up and then
it's like,
cooked.
This makes sense now.
Yeah.
But boy, was it 5 to 10 minutes of me being like, now am I going to need a spoon, a fork, some sort of large boba tea straw? What am I getting here? And it was also, dude, it was one of those places where it's like, you're never going to believe 1 gram sugar. 1 gram.
1 gram.
1 gram of sugar. I think
Unnatural.
the the conversion rate's a little off from Romanian to American grams, because I'm telling you, I had a waffle just covered. It had chocolate chips inside of it. It was covered in maple syrup.
He's just like salt-baked M&Ms on it. 23 calorie.
Yeah.
Can you believe?
Like, there's times where, like, you might be polite or say something like, wow, I can't believe this is healthy. And it's like, I can believe that this is healthy. This tasted like a knockoff version. This was like, dude, you can't go around telling people this has 1 gram of sugar. This is the best waffle I've ever had. It's French toast in a waffle. But it was great. And he said, I asked him, I was like,
Shout out Petrov.
I was like, you guys gonna franchise this or anything? No franchise. We are trying to get other locations going, though.
Okay.
It's not franchise. We make a smoothie into a franchise. It all starts with a smoothie.
Yeah. When you think about more locations, it's similar to this smoothie.
A little this, a little this.
You take ingredients, mix, and you cook.
You have a new location. It is not franchise.
Recipe for success. Haha, no pun intended. Like my wife. 8 gold medal. Escape from Romania.
He was a fascinating guy. I really did enjoy our time together. You ever had a conversation with people where they have
He said 8 for real?
He said 8 medals. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like maybe we've missed her on the record. They're like, Michael Phelps just passes Petrov's wife. She won him back in the 60s. She was known for drinking pancake batter before every routine. Very unique.
She was actually the one who kind of popularized the idea of using chalk for the parallel bars because her hands were covered in maple syrup.
Yeah.
She needed to hang on better.
She weighed 300 pounds, but claimed to be on a very low-calorie diet. I think
she used the chalk, and other athletes slowly started using the chalk as well.
She could fly through the air.
The centrifugal force going around that bar. I mean, my goodness, they had to.
Yeah.
The tensile strength is only so strong. It was fascinating. They didn't get some trusses. But yeah, he had Airpods in the whole time I was talking to him. And I was like, who is this for? Like, is this transparency mode? Do you want to hear me better? Are you listening to something? Am I interrupting something? There's a lot of people who.
Modern day hearing aid there.
Yeah, converse with Airpods. I just don't. I would love to know what the purpose of that is. That's it.
Looks cool.
Looks freaking sick.
Bad boy
move.
Just put the AirPods in. I don't care if you think I'm listening or not. Bad boy stuff.
Let's see. Afterwards, I went across the street to Urban Outfitters. Hadn't been there in years. Stuff. And I left Urban Outfitters being like, why would anyone ever, for any reason, buy something from Urban Outfitters?
It's a real hit or miss situation. They get weirder by the day. I mean, they just want you to look homeless.
And even the stuff that kind of looked nice, it was like $58 for a short sleeve T-shirt that felt paper thin. It's coming straight from China.
Did they have like Coors Light stamped on it? They love selling T-shirts with beer on it. Cool.
Probably. I don't know. It was I just hadn't been in there. Now that I feel like I kind of know what quality clothing looks like, I'm like, wait, why are any of you guys in here? Why is anyone shopping in this store? Mm-hmm. This is all just
panhandling.
Panhandle. And my wife, eight times panhandle champ. Petrov.
She give medals to homeless that work at Urban Outfitters.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you saying metal with a T? Oh, okay. She was given metal. Oh. That makes way more sense for Romania.
Yeah.
8 times.
8 chips, gold medals.
She was given like shards of metal that happened to be gold. Wow, that's great. That's awesome. So Romania, 1 gram of sugar, huh?
Romania, they're gymnasts. Everyone is. I think just if you're from Romania, you just kind of grow up being a gymnast, and you win medals. You know, in Glenside, no one can beat her.
Yeah, no, she was the best in that cute little roundabout town. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're Romanian, you grow up, you think gymnast or just romaine lettuce exporter. I think isn't that where it all comes from? Romaine lettuce.
That's my understanding.
Yeah. That's my understanding.
Yes.
Like you're on the witness stand right now.
That is my understanding.
That is how I remember it.
I know the Suriname War kind of messed up some of that supply chain. Suez Canal. I mean, the Suez Canal.
Suez was tough.
So much is stuck in Suez.
Yeah, Suez is tricky. Suez, that's a country you don't hear about very often. One of the little-known Australian countries. It's a misinformation podcast, you guys.
Oh, what do you got going this week, man?
Oh, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to pickleball after this. It's like 70 degrees right now.
Beautiful day.
And then the low tomorrow is 7, which I know it's never fun to hear people talk about the weather. But truly, I mean.
Oh, it's a weather podcast, as people forget. if you want the weekly outlook, we got you.
Yeah. So, going to enjoy my time outdoors today. Got rec basketball tonight. So, sporty little boy. Sporty little boy. I don't know what else I have going on this week. I'm excited for us to be home for 4 weeks.
Yep.
And really get ahead of things.
Yep.
We have been behind things.
You got to get that video content pumping again. I'm excited.
Yeah, get it going.
Been too long.
We got a banger coming out soon. When are you going to post that?
Out.
You guys know. You saw it.
You saw it.
You loved it.
Wow.
Hopefully you didn't get
Did it hit 10 million views? Wow.
We got to be close.
That's so cool. I tell you what, I'm going to go over to the park with Katie. I'm going to do a little reading in the park. I'm a little bookworm. Bookworm boy alert.
Bookworm is not a very...
Bookworm boy.
They should have a better term for someone who's like reads a lot of books. Like bookworm is gross. Mm-hmm. Like worm is something you don't want anywhere.
Yeah, what would that be? Not a bookworm. Because, you're inching through these pages. What else would be good? Maybe a book Suez Canal. A book.
Yeah.
Book ship.
Book canal. Or a book marrow. It's like bone marrow. It's like on the inside. Have to ask our doctor friends.
I'm in a book club now, not to brag. Really growing up.
Wow. I thought I heard Alan asking you questions about this, and I was like, surely not.
Book of the month, reading about Sir Ernest Shackleton's treacherous voyage to the Antarctic Sea.
Oh, yes. First person to get a gold medal in Antarctica. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good for him.
Beautiful story.
Is it? You're enjoying it? Who picks the book? I've tried to pick Netflix with a group of 4 or more people. I can't imagine trying to pick a book to read.
So far, so good. Someone just is like, I got a book. Excuse me. I didn't sleep much last night. Dude, I woke up in the middle of the night. So we just pick a book and we go. Anyways, I woke up in the middle of the night. Classic. Arms asleep.
Uh-oh.
It's one of those where we're struggling to get the tingles out, and I start to think, will this be my arm forever?
Is this permanent?
Did I do something? Is this permanent? So then you're laying there awake, kind of like, what have I done to my body? And so that whole thing happened. You ever woken up with your arm so dead you like flop it on the nightstand? You just slam it down. You're like, I have no control of my arms. Oh my gosh. You're running around the house freaking out. You like Homestar Runner. They're just flopping by your sides.
Like once or twice. Yeah, you sleep on your elbow. You get that like ulnar nerve going just the wrong way. Your fingers kind of curl up. It's scary.
It is.
Because like your legs fall asleep while you're, dropping a dooski on an airplane. Mm-hmm. That, you get the tingles, the kind of the needles and pins, and that comes back in like 3 minutes. But the arm is scary.
The arm is scary.
Yeah. Yeah, you just move that thing around.
Yeah.
It's like it's dislocated.
And then when the blood comes back into the arm, I mean, it's agonizing. The pain.
A unique sensation.
You're laying in the middle of the night, it's just like, oh, here it comes, here it goes.
Oh, yeah. That feeling gets me speaking Japanese. I swear. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm just like making these weird noises. Right. I don't even know what it means. I'm just like, my goodness.
Yeah. He's like, are you watching Fast and the Furious again?
Tokyo Drift.
No.
Fast and Furious. Woo. Dun,
12.
Dun.
Bezos. This coming this summer. That's a pretty good voice. Coming this summer.
Great.
Jeff Bezos. The Rock. 20,000 warehouse slaves. Fast and the Furious 12. They're just drifting in the warehouses.
Mm-hmm.
Just
collecting on forklifts.
On forklifts.
Yeah, trying to put things
just
away.
Getting your packages there in time.
Yeah. They're
just
bald.
Whipping people if they aren't scanning fast enough.
Yeah. Talk about not taking a bathroom break. You can't take one while you watch the movie, and you'd never see anyone take one in the movie.
No. And it streams
not allowed.
On Netflix, actually. Amazon Prime thought that'd be a good move.
Where was I? Recently, I was having a conversation with someone, and I was talking about a movie that I really liked, and they were like, what did they say? It was something like, I thought it was so unrealistic because you never saw the character just have like normal conversation. Or something like that. And I was like, well, I mean, it's a movie. I didn't see him shower. Yeah. I assume it happened.
I mean, when did Harry? I mean, when did he have? Like, when did he call like his car insurance company? Like, I just couldn't relate to the character. Like,
he never like ran errands.
Yeah.
For the whole movie.
He never had to tune up his he never tuned up his Nimbus once. Never had any problems. Never had to take it to the shop. Like,
in puberty, I would have loved to have seen kind of a before and after. First chest hair. Nothing.
When's he putting deodorant on? When I never saw one of the characters go poop.
I want to see his.
So the Wizards don't poop.
Okay. Well, I mean, at some point, their golden snitches have to drop. I want to see that.
I want to see that.
Show me
This is
that.
unrealistic. Not once. Not once. Did I see a spell needed to be used for one of those random wands? There's
Just no apparent reason wand.
No apparent reason wands.
Yeah.
No mention of those. This is real life.
Weird. So for me, that's just kind of why I didn't like the movie. Is because I never saw the husband and wife talking about who was going to pick up their daughter that day.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch Harry Potter.
Because they don't leave in the normal stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. But sorry about your sleep last night. I woke up on the airplane today, and it was... I don't know what dimension I was in. I don't know why it was such a deep sleep. But I think I got my REM cycle going. I was dreaming. It was a good sleep. I felt comfy in there.
That's nice.
It was great. Yeah.
Snore, just laying on the person next to you.
Oh, a great set of shoulders on her.
You didn't recline... I've never been on a plane that reclined so much. The guy propped his down. I mean, it went back 8 inches.
And I missed out. Yeah, I fell asleep, a Homo sapien, upright.
Do you typically recline?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I go back and forth.
On whether you feel like it's rude to do it.
Yeah.
I think the airlines give us the freedom to do it.
No, I think you're fine. Sometimes I get out of my bad boy space and I forget. I need to recline this thing.
We're kind of switching roles there. Look, good for you being the people pleaser.
Oh, man. Yeah. I think I'm still a bad boy though. I like to rest my head on the seat in front of me,
really?
Which I have no doubt bothers that person because there's like they feel that. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, sorry, man, comfy for me.
Sorry, that's how I like it.
Bad boy.
That's how I used to fall asleep on school buses back in the day, like going to a baseball game or something. Both hands on the crossed arms, slammed it in the seat in front of me. It's kind of nice.
It is nice.
That's a 20-minute nap.
I think Katie we like to do this thing where she loves the window seat and I like the aisle seat, but she likes to pee twice per flight.
Yeah.
So that's always fun, like getting up and yeah.
Dude, I haven't used an airplane bathroom, in 3 years probably. What's it like in there? I know it's cramped. What's kind of the flushing mechanism?
It's always kind of like a fun little game they play where it's like, where can we hide this tiny flush button? You're looking.
Dude,
you're looking,
the
you're
bus
looking.
Sometimes. We've had some tour buses where I'm like, I'm going to have Tom have to come here and flush the toilet.
They hide the paper towels. Where are those? The Kleenexes are always in plain sight.
Okay.
Who in here is just dying for Kleenex? Where's the paper towels? Where's the paper towels? So it's always fun. It is,
Gosh, that's a good time.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they're real small, so you're doing the standing, crouched number one, and you never know what you're gonna get.
You had any trouble peeing on the tour bus? Sometimes
no.
when we're moving, it gets
You
going.
gotta kind of brace
I'm
yourself.
like, should I sit down or just kind of hike a leg up? Gotta use these shock absorbers somehow. Yeah, and then what's in the bowl gets sloshing around.
That's terrifying.
Are we gonna have? Yeah, is this gonna go over the levees in New Orleans? We're gonna have a problem.
Yeah,
don't want to overflow, but we're fine.
Good. I'm glad you can.
Yeah, we're fine.
Glad you got that taken care of. I was worried.
Fine. I'm gonna miss the bus for 4 weeks. We're home.
No bus.
Home, but with travel, which is other kind of travel.
Yeah, we are. It's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's all right. No,
I'm so sorry. I'm excited to be here. I don't want. Or am I bad boy?
Bad boy. I don't know.
Katie, you're married to a bad boy. So get your ticket. We're home. Got a lot of good content coming. We're gonna get it fired up.
Maybe a new. What would be the word? Yeah, subsidiary. New.
Yeah.
It's not a franchise. Look, it's not a franchise.
No.
We're just doing what we do.
It's content smoothly.
Yes, we are giving them same recipes, same company name, same branding, but no, this is not the franchise. No.
We we got a lot of content coming, and then we're hitting back the road. Get tickets, come hang. Appreciate you all as always. It's so fun meeting so many of you guys. Hearing from our listeners, they've come out and seen shows.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Met a podcast listener every night.
People coming to a couple shows. People were in the Reading, Pennsylvania show, and they showed up last night to Glenside, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that was great.
Wow, you're so nice coming to 2 shows. So
yeah, well, you changed the colors on them. It used to be blue, now it's pink. So it must be brand new jokes.
Mm-hmm. Well, luckily, I think that everyone's realizes it's not a whole new show.
Yeah,
I don't think I've had that. I haven't had someone be like, "We just saw you a few months ago. Can't wait to see what all new stuff you have." No one said that. Thank goodness.
That's good. Well, you did have some new stuff because you said New Jersey.
That was cool.
new.
I think if you're, if you came to both shows in Pennsylvania, I said a different state, so that was new and that was fun. So wow.
Yeah, you were looking after those people.
Get your tickets. Come hang with us. Jake performs. He kills it. We all, I perform.
You do.
It's a good time.
There at
the end. Keep it going. We got some good stuff coming. Thanks to y'all for all the support. Talk to you next week. Correct opinion.